Friends, Dr. Motley here. We're talking part 2. Can I ever drink coffee again? And in my opinion, yes you can. Now, we talked about the breakdown, how caffeine is broken down, how your liver is supposed to break apart caffeine so you can actually absorb it and get the good benefits from it. But what if your gene makeup, what if your genetics doesn't allow you to actually break them down properly? Well, in the post I talk about certain vitamins and minerals that actually can help your body to absorb or to break down caffeine properly, such as B1, vitamin B2, B6, and B12. There's also magnesium, selenium, zinc, and manganese. All of these would be very beneficial to you if you could have someone monitor them for you, your primary care health physician. Because when we're dealing with methylation, with the liver's ability to break down the caffeine, you don't want to give the body too many nutrients or vitamins and overcharge the liver. So that is why I'm always suggesting that a patient get a gene test, because you can get the nutrition report from My Happy Genes, you can see what you may be deficient in, start taking a small amount, a slow amount, start to get the liver re-energized so that the liver can start taking that caffeine in and get rid of it if it's too much. So, always try a gene test. Try those minerals and vitamins with the advice of your primary holistic care physician. And I also suggest that there are a few things, little tricks of the trade that I use. They're called Bodyguard Supreme. It's from Supreme Nutrition Products, but it's actually made out of a fern, like a little bush they find down in South America. It's too scientific. I can't remember the name. Anyway, you take a couple of these every day while you're doing the caffeine, and I found that most patients, when they take this, can actually handle their caffeine pretty well. So they're like, Doc, I'd rather just go ahead and take a couple of these and still get my caffeine because it allows the body to flush the caffeine properly. And also, too, from the Asian roots, there is the Japanese bamboo, which is known as Takasumi. Takasumi Supreme from the same company actually is charcoal powder. And what a lot of the Japanese do, and Koreans, is that they will take this and put it into their coffee. So it can actually chelate a lot of the caffeine within the drink so their body can flush it properly. And they actually have put it in their breads too. It is very popular today to see charcoal being added to things like coffee and breads like black breads. Very popular today, very cleansing. So I add that in. I do a couple of capsules or a scoopful at night. And I'm telling you what, I wake up in the morning, no groggy head. But that was before. Now I'm completely methylating so I can handle caffeine throughout the day. So those are two good options that I recommend. And if you can find a good B vitamin, I want to let you guys know this. Some individuals, when they take a B vitamin, will get the jitters. Some people say that I pee yellow. I get the jitters, my heart flutters when I take a B vitamin. That is when a B vitamin is too strong for your methylation cycle. All B vitamins are not bad. B12 methylcobalamin, you'll see it, B12 methyl, is a very fast-acting B vitamin. B12A and B12H, if you look at them, adenosyl hydroxy, you'll see them on the list or see them on the label, they're slow burners. So many times I suggest my patients get a B12A or H because it's slow burning, allows their liver to catch up slowly, and they can actually take this with a B complex, within the B complex, these slow forms of B12, and actually they can actually take coffee in because they've actually helped their liver to flush properly. But if you have methyl, which is a fast burner, you may have adverse effects whenever you're trying to drink coffee. So ask your primary holistic healthcare professional, because if you find the right B complex, you can take this in the morning and have your cup of coffee. Now that was a whole section about what you can take, vitamin mineral wise, to help with caffeine. I also suggest that individuals look into a couple things they could add. Like sometimes I put lion's mane powder or lion's mane capsules, which is a mushroom. That actually helps get the caffeine into the body and helps the body expand the vascular system within the brain, help you get more sharp. And I've also found that adding MCT oil or organic butter, certain types of ghee butter, mixing it into your caffeine, you know what that does, guys? It makes it more fat soluble. Your brain absorbs fat very well, and when you have that fat source in there, it feeds into your brain, getting past the blood-brain barrier, and you'll feel calm and relaxed because why? It has something to sort of coat the caffeine. You're going in there using that fatty acid to actually feed the brain and nourish it, but getting the good effects of the caffeine. I'm not going to get all the biochemistry about it, but I'm telling you what, when I tried it, I thought I could drink 6 cups of coffee every day. Don't do that. That's just me wanting to have 6 cups of coffee a day. So guys, these are some common suggestions that I would suggest that you can do caffeine. Remember, the most unique thing you can do is to get a gene test. Find out if those genes are working to break down caffeine and see what kind of nutrition you need to help fortify your body's ability to break it down. I repeat myself because this is a very important subject to many people. Coffee is a spiritual thing, and I don't like to see my friends, my loved ones, my patients suffer because they cannot drink caffeine or coffee. So, if you're out there and you get the flutters, check this out, investigate it. Remember, we're a resource here. I want you guys to look into it and see if you can be helped with it. Remember, myhappygenes.com. Good people out there. You guys relax. I'm going to go have a cup of joe or chai at Ken's AT because that's where I work.